So let's keep going, right? Now, you can go here with the slightly darker brown, just going around here the dog's fur. Right. Now, I just want something like this. Hey there, Rue. How are you? Are you? Nice, nice. But are you practicing like strokes with what kind of medium? Oh, okay. Nice. Actually, today I'm testing here a new technique, let's say. On the shading, you know. Like picking up a brush and some like rubbing alcohol and just going over the pastel pencils, you know. Nice. Way to go. Hey there, Rahul. So what I'm doing here, honestly, it's basically using a brush and a with rubbing alcohol to just like shade everything and turn everything like smooth, you know. This is uncomfortable. Yeah, it's a little bit until you get like the grip for it, you know. It can be a little uncomfortable for sure. So for now I'm just applying a really like light layer around everything, you know. Well, I don't know. I don't know if she will. Well, it's not purposely for her, you know. But if she does want it, obviously that's fine. I wouldn't knew what I was going to do, you know, today. So just thought of doing a happy little family of dogs. The paper, well, I can show you here. You can get it on Amazon. This specific paper, it's this one. It's like paint on mixed media. It's from Claire Fontaine. Okay, you can grab this on Amazon. Hey there, Kasba. So today, as I said, I'm doing here a different technique, you know, just trying out different techniques with the pastel pencils. I'm just going here with a shading and using rubbing alcohol and brushes to smooth everything, you know. So this layer is already done, and now I'm going to pick up the brush, putting some rubbing alcohol in it, and just go over it, right? Going over the whole thing. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, bro. But don't worry, if you need it, that's perfectly fine, you know. Until you get that thing dialed. Hey there, OD pad. The cool thing about using this technique, like the rubbing alcohol thing, is just like it doesn't consume, let's say, a lot of layers on the paper, okay? So you will be able, after the whole thing dries, and it dries fairly fast because it's rubbing alcohol, so it kind of evaporates pretty fast. The thing is, you can still work on top of it with more layers, right? Hey there, cats! How are you? No, no, because like this specific paper, this is like 250 grams GSM, so it's pretty sturdy, you know. And like I'm not I'm not like putting a whole lot of alcohol, you know, just dipping slightly, and then like even like before putting it on top, just dabbing a little bit to remove like the excess, you know. So it's somewhat like gentle, you know. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So you can see here the back, you don't see anything, you know. Oh, really? Are you cool? Are you okay, cats? Everything right with you, or? Hey there, Barco. Yeah, you start to get some calluses on the fingers. So now just going with some grays, because like this whole thing will be like white. And here I'm working like on the lighter tones first and just after the dark ones, okay? So picking up the whites. Definitely, Rue. Using the arms instead of like the whole instead of the hand, it's definitely trickier. And now, yeah, it's already dry up here. I could go over it, and I'll go over it. That's the cool thing. Of using rubbing alcohol, you know. Alright. Barco. Really? Nice, nice, nice. Actually, I had like my students, my like 8-year-olds, I had them to do like a flip book as well. Like last week. Doing only like 15 frames. And I also got them to work with gradients, right? With pencil, color pencil, to be more comfortable using those, the color pencils, like in a nice way. And I was really happy how that turned out, you know. Your chest hurts, but you went to the hospital, right? Yeah, exactly. If you use charcoal, like you don't use your hand, you usually use like the whole arm. Philippa, thank you. So I'm going to show you here some of the gradients my students did that I'm really happy about. Check that out. That's not bad. Like for a 3-color gradient and for an 8-year-old. I can show you, like, you know, that's pretty good. This is a little bit more choppy, but nonetheless, honestly, I was really happy how they managed to, like, in the, like 2 hours, it was only 2 hours. Yeah, of course, Ru. So now, just going over with a brush, pushing a little bit here, degrace, you know. Yeah, I was really happy with some of them. Like this, well, this was like my top 3 for the class. But like in general, that wasn't really that bad. It was really, I was like really happy, you know. A cookie? Well, it's supposed to be a dog. Alright, animal cookies. Oops. God damn it. Too much force. Thank you. Thank you, Rue. No doubt. I'm really happy. Like as I said, like the subs, they are not like really my goal. Let's say I don't have like a proper goal to reach. I don't know, like 10,000 or whatever. Damn it! I have to. But nonetheless, that's a great achievement. I was happy, yeah. Right, now going with the black. Yeah, nonetheless, yes. Yeah, Rue. Barkow, go to sleep, man. Sleep is more important than watching this. Definitely much more important. So I have to, yeah. This is really like detailed, so I have to lightly sand to get like a really thin, like sharpen edge. Yeah. Oh, really? Jesus. So, no sleeping today? Right. A parrot? Okay. But do you, like, why? Is there anything like special about a parrot? Oh, okay, nice, nice, nice. Did you like it? How it looked? How it looked like in the end? Okay, nice. All right. Yeah, I'm really like inclined, and eventually my my huge head appears on screen. Yeah, a little bit difficult. I have to go a little bit, like I have to force myself to go to be a little bit more like away, you know, because like I do the same when I'm tattooing, you know. When I'm tattooing, I'm almost like like with my nose almost touching. Hey there, Jay. Well, nothing special, if I'm being honest. It's just something that I'm really trying some techniques, you know. Barkow, yeah. If you are really onto that, go for it. I'm just trying out some different techniques, you know, Jay. I was like trying to smooth everything with rubbing alcohol. Okay. No. Not oil. It's pastel pencils. Okay, cat. So let's keep going, shall we? Now for the dog collar. Going here with some nice blues. Yeah, it's like a dog. AM. Well, about the shadows. Honestly, this is like a pretty flat illustration, you know. Not that much shadows here. So I'm just giving like almost like 2 shades. Nothing more than that, you know. Cats. No, I guess not. I don't think so, honestly. This one, it's really just like testing things, you know. This one is really just for testing. You have 2 cats, 5 dogs, and 20 chickens. Okay. That's enormous. By the way, where are you talking from, Barkau? Alright, US. But like to have like 20 chickens, you're not from the like the city center, I guess. 5:30? Alright. Alright, middle of nowhere. That's cool. Well, I never had on it, Rue. I never had honestly like that thing, you know, like a dream school or nothing like that. Honestly, like I had like my expectations pretty low, but yeah, but if like nothing like worldwide, let's say everything like locally, and if we are talking about like really local stuff, I guess I can say that I went to the university that I wanted. So Marco. But you live like in center USA? So now going to the yellows. All right. Okay. But that's the purpose, Rule. The purpose is exactly that. So where is it? All right, I guess it's this one. Yeah. Bellatrix Fairy, thank you very much for the subscription. But yeah, definitely yesterday I should have done the cupcake. This already has some fixative, right? You guys remember the little cupcake? I should have done in this paper. This is really like nothing to do with the rest, you know. Yeah, of course, Rue. Of course you can. The cookie animal. Oh, nice, nice, nice. Like a light table. That's a nice way to do things. Washing some... what the hell? Phew. El Nino, thank you for being here, man. Jesus, that seems like really freaky, you know. thousands. Well, yeah, people are completely mad about everything, you know. It's crazy. People are completely mad, you know. That's absurd. Thank you. We are working on animals as well, but just drawing. Thank you, Gisfei. Thank you very much. Alright, no problem, Ru. Go to sleep. I don't know if you're going to sleep or just resting, but thank you for being here, as always. Get better. Yeah, I don't think I would like. I never hunted before, but I guess that would be something that I wouldn't enjoy as well. Bye bye, Ru. Goes around here more or less. Hello, how are you? Yeah. So right now I'm doing this, but I usually the main thing that I do is I can show you here is working with a tattoo machine, alright, and some yeah, for sure. Sorry. Yeah, I'll be tattooing more. But yeah, this is the type of stuff that I usually mostly do. You know, with a tattoo machine and a ballpoint pen cartridge, right? This type of stuff, right? But then I also do other type of other things. You know. like working with color pencils, trying out, you know. This is like my, I don't know, my third piece on color pencils. Okay. Working also in oil pastels, just, you know, pastel pencils, and eventually, like, I guess in the, like, I don't know if it will be tomorrow or in the weekend, I don't know yet, but I'll be doing some markers as well, some acrylic markers. Yeah, Rue. What do I like more, coloring with pencils or machine? Well, it's different, you know. I just go like usually when I start to do something like repeatedly, I get bored. So I just go. I'm just going to different mediums, so I don't get like really that bored. So it's like my go-to, you know. I appreciate it, El Nino. How many pages, Barco? How many frames did you did? Well, Alino, what type of stuff do you like to do the most? Or I don't know if you already did something, or if you are completely like new. Or do you have any type of trainings, any type of training in art, or none at all? So I can try to help you out here. Hey there, NCW. Yeah, 33. Yeah. it it will take you a while to try to finish the process of finding the order. Yeah, Ru, she joined yesterday for a little while, because like right now it's like the day saving hour, you know, like the hour changed. It will change here as well in a couple of days, but I guess when I start right now it's really too late for her, you know. I guess that's why. But he came yesterday a little bit. Alright, cool. But you do like watercolor markers? Or just like pure like watercolor watercolor ink? Pakistan don't change time? Well, Ru, honestly, I would prefer that here in Europe we didn't change time as well, you know, because this messes a lot with everyone, you know. Okay, you go like all in, El Nino, you go all in with the ink. Well, honestly, try to use the watercolor markers, you know. Get like a pack from Ohuhu. They are fairly cheap, you know, and that comes with a huge amount of colors. Get a pack, and it will be easier for you, you know. The drying time will be certainly like way less, you know. And since it's easier to pick up and do something, you know, besides like, well, I have to pick up the brush, I have to pick up the ink, everything else around it, then it's like just the markers, you know. Just pick up your pad, the markers, and that's it, and just do something, you know. It will help you a lot, you know, to gain consistency. That, or you can do something similar with what I did here. It's like to set a goal. Yeah, Ru, but go to sleep, man. Go to rest. You can set up a goal, you know, and just try to, like I did that here, you know, on the channel, you know. My goal right now is to be like to be part of the YouTube partner program, within this year. So I'm trying like every day to work towards that goal, you know. Brad Simpson, thank you very much, man. Thank you. Rue, sing me a lullaby. Actually, I don't know any lullaby like in English. So, the dead doggy here, it's done. It's still like 1 hour to do one. It's insane. Now it still misses the three, the rest of those. Yeah, no. Yeah, I know. Of course, I know in Portuguese, but in English, honestly, I don't know. Let me just a moment, please, just to empty the sharpening thing. You know, just a moment. I should have like a bin basket here. Well, honestly, I don't do that much long form content, you know, and the type of long form content that I usually do, it's more up to tattoo stuff, you know, because I'm a tattoo artist, so the my usual stuff on long form, it's really like tattoo related stuff, like reviews of stuff that of brands that I work with, you know, that type of stuff. What's going on here? I guess here my sharpener is jammed. Yeah, it is. God damn it. Let me just grab another one. let's see if I finally be able to do this here. Thank you, man. So, I'm curious here. Should I go with the mother, the son, or the daughter? Yeah, they don't. Well, I guess so. They see it on the. Because here on YouTube, I do also have like your messages, you know, so they can see as well. Go with the son? Yeah, let's go. Let's go with the boy. Yeah, for sure, for sure. Yeah, if you are left hand, like, yeah, since I'm right-handed as well, I work this way. But if I was like that left-handed, I would start like on the mother, right? Because if then I would have to do like the mother, I would just have to lay my hand on top of the already done stuff, you know? But there are a lot of left-handed people. I've seen like a lot of left-handed people on YouTube, like in arts, you know. What is that? Glass and spackle? I'm sorry, I don't know what that is. Ashley, hey there. Yeah, that's really cool, you know. Pastels pencils are really great. Okay, no problem. Thank you very much for being here, man. Have fun as well doing that laundry. Bye bye. Oh, okay, drywall. Okay. Okay. Nice. Do you have like an IG page or like profile or something like showing off your work? Oh, okay. Just something personal for you, right? Now I'm going to need the whites. But Barkau, do you do also like YouTube? Like, or live stream or something like that? Alright, let me check. Let me check a channel here, really quick. I'll I'll subscribe. Alright. Well, really, okay. Oh, here it is, a parrot. Alright. The guy. Actually, it's Faber Castell, but like this is not color pencils, okay? This is pastel pencils. Yeah, that definitely I'll check that up after everything here, after the live. I'll definitely check that up. It sounds interesting. So let me sharpen up a little bit here, the black as well. Yeah, but, well, first. Yeah, I was going to do the black first, but I'll wait, because I don't want to contaminate the white. So I'll do just the white first. Was to hurry the rush to do the eyes, but you have to be a little bit careful here, so we don't mess everything up, you know. No, but you see, like I'm in Portugal, you know. If it's like an American thing, most likely I don't know. Your alarm, and and you get like 3 hours of sleep. God damn it. Thank you, man. But you see, if you never used pastel pencils before, go for it, because it's really easy, you know. It's really easy to blend. It feels like almost cheating, you know. Marcy Art, thank you very much for the follow, honestly. Every single one helps. Every single follow, every single like, you know. It helps to push a little bit the algorithm, so thank you very much, man. And to you too, guys. So now We are going with a really dark brown. Yes, it's here. Going to sharp these up. Fairly nice. Oh no, definitely not. Well, you have like a, so pastels are a really complicated thing to work with, you know, in some cases, because like if you don't use any type of fixative, that will eventually never dry, you know. That's one issue there. So you have to use some fixative, like something like this here, you know, to make them dry. With a polyurethane, well, yeah, I guess if you do like some kind of like resin, you know, layer on top, I guess that would work, of course, yeah. Thank you very much, Marcy. Yeah. I wasn't going to do the outline, but then yeah, I just went with it. Yes, and since I'm not using like a background properly, you know, I guess that helps a little bit. So some details here are so so tiny that I have to be like really careful with everything here. Really tiny. Like this nose. Now with the black. Yes, it is. Tomorrow is Friday. However, for me, that doesn't mean that much because I have like a huge tattoo to do on Saturday. So, yeah, I blended first, then I did the outline because like I used like black for the outline, okay? If I did the outline first and then blend, I will have like a risk of pushing those blacks into the area, you know. It's better to start with the first with the most liked layers and then applying the darkest ones, you know, the darker ones. Like if you are using the same color or the same family of colors, you know, there's not much problem. But if you are using like different colors, it's better if you do that way, you know. Yeah, well, not like this technique. It's not it's not that really good for really flat stuff, you know. So the it should have a little bit a of texture, you know, so it can grab the pastel. You see, it shouldn't be like a printer paper kind of stuff, you know. Go for it, Barca. No. This is this paper. It's like a 250 GSM mixed media paper, so it has some texture. Yes, not that much, but some texture. Yeah, definitely. So let's keep going. What? What, Barca? Yeah, for sure. That will look terrible. It has to have some tooth, so we can adhere properly, you know. And like in oil pastels are a little bit easier because you can stack like layer after layer after layer, on soft pastels, not that easy, like just the difference of paper. Like right now I'm using this paper, okay, but yesterday I used a regular watercolor paper for doing this, and it was really tricky for me, because this thing here, it's almost flat. It doesn't has like any texture at all, and well, it was absurd, you know. This with this paper, it's being really way easier, turning my job way easier than the other one, Yeah, for sure. Go with it. Well, Barkow, that kind of happens as well, Gesso. Yeah, for sure. You can use gesso. That will help as well. It creates some texture. Yeah, YouTube kind of sometimes, Barkal, sometimes YouTube does that, you know. That's really boring, you know. But yeah, unfortunately, that kind of happens. No problem. Nice. I had like a couple of problems with YouTube, right? Actually, in in, the, in the last days. The good thing, at least, is that they solve the stuff fairly quickly, but it's kind of like a bummer, you know. So where do I have my? Okay, it's here. Applying just a really light layer of gray, a lighter one, pushing a bit here on the darker, and now going with the white. With the white. Yeah, the thing is, when you are working, the problem here of it's like when you mix like different colors, you know, from different families, and especially black, because black is very dominant, you know. Like it's difficult to reverse when you use black. Like in almost every single color, you can just go over it, you know. But black, it's really tricky. But if you are working in a different family, like in the same family, let's say like grays, grays and whites, it's nice, you know. There's no problem if you do like the blacks for the darks first and the white and the lights after. There's no problem at all. The problem is really when you mix different colors. Where is my... I keep missing my colors here. Okay, it's here. Marco, go for it. If you have to get ready for school, let's go. My kids are already at school. So now, let's do here this. Trying to fade a little bit here, lightly. Yeah. Oh, really? Nice. Are you into like animals and stuff? Well, if you do have like that many animals at home, for sure. Now, the sun is done. I guess I'll go first here with the daughter. Let me check how the stream is looking. Okay, that's going fine. Now, let's see. We have here right. Yeah, here as well. And then we can start shading, but this time I'll try to do a little lighter tone here on the daughter. Oops, I was doing a huge mistake. Was not good enough. Well, it's always, you have to work, you know. It will never be good enough if you simply don't do the work, you know. Yeah, so I'll do like a really light layer with that brown and then go over with the yellow to lighten up a little bit. Well, yeah, I never did actually. I never used like you were saying, like oil pastels and soft pastels, right? I actually never did that. How old are you, Barco? 17, well, dude, you still have a long way in front of you, you know. At 17 as well, my stuff was really poor, you know. But honestly, that's only up to you, you know. If you want to really get better at this, you have to really put down the work, the hours, you know, everything. Well, yeah. I was going with the yellow, but I guess not. I'll just go with the white. Yeah, for sure, but you mean, like, you are still young, you know? You are still very young. And it's like, there's some stuff that you don't, how can I say? There's stuff that you will only find after, like, a certain age, you know? Like, me, for instance, like, I was in a school that we usually, like a high school, only for arts, you know. And even being at that place and having like proper art classes, you know, my artwork was really poor, you know. And just like now, like I'm 37, I'm 20 years older than you. And like just now, I can really understand. Well, I mean, like, I'm not saying that I can do everything, okay? But I understand the basics of the mediums, you know? It's something that takes a little bit of time, you know? You can't rush this. You never been in art class? Well, that will help. That will help, for sure. Look, if you want, I can help you out, you know. If you want, you can join like the Discord server and I can definitely help you out with some things. I can give you like my feedback, okay, on your stuff. I can show you more or less like the way you could go. But don't feel discouraged by that, you know. Yeah, for sure actually. And a lot of stuff that I learned here, that I learned and I show here, it's honestly like directly from YouTube, you know. I never used pastel pencils. Like the first time was like last week, I guess. And it was what I learned. It was only like through YouTube. Jane, Faber Castell pastel pencils. All right. Nice. So these are so fine details here. Now, let's get going, shall we? Oops. Oh shit. I shouldn't be like sharpening my pencils on this traditional sharpener. As you can see here, I usually sharpen my pencils using an X-Acto knife, but these ones came like yesterday or something like that, and I didn't have the time yet to do it. Yeah, of course. I use like if you can, I don't know if you can notice it, but this top part here on the dad's head, I used rubbing alcohol with a brush to go over it. Okay. Well, I didn't like that much, but you can do it, of course. Alright, it's coming up. But yeah, definitely try out. I don't know if you already did, but try out like those markers, those alcohol markers. They are pretty fun to use. I'm going to use some here as well. Not alcohol, but it will be like acrylics. But they are really fun. All right. So now. Go there, go to school. Have a nice day. Now going over again with the darker one. Now to the rest of the body. Brad, nothing like experimenting, you know. Strawberry toast, alright. Never ate a strawberry toast. Yeah, but no problem. But like nothing like experimenting, you know. Just go for it. If it works, fine. If it doesn't work, well, try another medium. Yeah, no problem, Barco. Thank you very much for being here. Have a nice day. Brad. Well, that's what I was saying, you know. Sometimes things need to be like tested on, you know. And that could turn up in a really nice surprise, you know. Okay. Well, not all of mine are that happy as well. All right. Yeah, but for instance, I have some drawings that are a little bit more, how can I say, like obscure, let's say, more or less, yeah. So now, my back. Just need to work. I'm not liking that much here this color in this tone, so I'm going to darken up a little bit more. Just no, it's just like the mother missing here. So let's finish this up. I didn't thought I would be able to go with this like in the single session, but well, it seems like it seems that I'll be able to do it. So let's start. Going here with the outline. If I have countered the drawing, yeah, like this top part, yes. Skull Crusher. Yeah, I had a lot of people saying that this was like AI. Not today, but like in other sessions. That the thing that I was doing was AI, and I was like a robot. I almost needed to like place my hand like this so people see. Lucinda? I don't know. What is that? Or is it a person, or I don't know. Okay. And what's like the point? It's like to mimic humans. Well, it's been 2 hours and 24 minutes. So since I started, so I guess it will take me, well, 3 hours, let's say, give it a take, 3 hours. But also I spent a lot of time like testing here on the head, you know. I was working also with rubbing alcohol, but I didn't like that much how it turned out. But yeah, I guess I would say like that, yeah, around that time, around 3 hours. But I guess if I was like more direct, as I'm doing right now, probably 2.5, maybe. If I was like more straightforward, you know. Oh no 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 no. Like, for instance, this piece here, like, took me 7 hours. Okay, but well, this is very different from this, you know. So it's completely different, I guess. It has like much more detail and much more transition. So yeah, and actually, like, this one here took me like around, I don't know, I guess it was like 2 hours, maybe, yeah. But I don't like also to be working on a piece for a long period of time, you know. I get bored, and that's why I tend to go more into pastel pencils rather than color pencils, you know, because color pencils take a long time to finish. Hey there, Barcal. Still not at school? And by the way, Barcal, if I can ask you a favor, and of course if you want, you can tell your friends about the channel. So if they are eventually into arts, they can also subscribe or check for my stuff. I appreciate it. It always helps, you know. All right. Hello. All good? Yeah, of course. Definitely will help. If you sketch first on paper, it will definitely help you. So now, let's go for the Rohit. Thank you very much for the sub, man. I'm good. Thank you very much. What about you? Great. Fellow YouTuber as well? Or fellow artists? Okay. Nice, nice, nice. What do you like to do more? Welcome back, cats. Guys, I really enjoyed this medium, you know, but the screech of the of the pencil against the page like makes me like really like I'm very sensitive to sounds. Oh, really? Man, it's like it's not mastery at all, you know. That it's not mastery at all, you know. I just like to, like I said, like I really enjoy getting out of my comfort zone, you know. And I do it with almost everything, with tattooing, when I'm tattooing, with different mediums, you know. I enjoy doing that. It forces you to think further, to adapt, to create new strategies, you know. I guess it's like a little bit nuts saying this, but yeah, it's the truth, you know. No, not really, no. I'm not really. I'm being like really honest. Like there's like everything I do here. It's exercises, you know, everything. I'm not doing like an art piece or whatever. I'm just doing some exercises, you know. And I'm really cool with that, you know. Where is the other one? It's here. So let's go then here with our brown. Oh, okay, nice, nice, nice. Yeah, I like that as well. That, well, there was some stuff that I wasn't really pleased with, you know. But like, I do like when I'm doing like these exercises here on YouTube, you know. I I already know that I can't be like really that it won't come out like a really awesome artwork, you know, because I can't. I have to be like focus also on you guys on chat, you know, keep seeing if everything is working, if the live is fine. So I honestly can't like take that much time to focus on the proper piece, you know. So on that piece, I liked it. I liked how it turned out, but I would do some things a little different, you know. But in general, I liked it. Yeah, that's a really like a huge conversation by its own, you know. The path of how art's becoming nowadays. But I appreciate it definitely. I'm sorry. All right. All right. So the head is almost done. Just misses here the mouth. That's great. Whew, almost. No problem. Thank you very much for being here. Have a nice day. Let's get going, guys. Almost finishing here. Thank you. Almost finishing here. I'm kind of stoked how this is coming out. Kind of happy. Okay. Here I'll just go a little bit like this. And now with the wire. Now we can go. Okay. Almost finishing here. Right, here it is. Okay, now fading here. And fading here as well. So guys, finally done. 3 hours. Thank you very much for being here. See you in the next one. See you tomorrow. Bye bye. Have a nice day.